Hello? Uh-oh. Am I coming out double? I think I'm coming out double. How about now? How about now? I think it should be good now. Yeah, I guess it's been a while since I've been on my channel, my gaming channel. So settings kind of probably got out of whack in the time I've been away. All right, not really.
Hey, Alva. I'm in landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Aloy, I'm here.
Hey, Gilbert, I appreciate it, man.
A few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right.
Thank you
Ready
very
to talk
much.
to that diviner?
Yes, he's right over there.
What's up, Arty?
Diviner Alva, what are you doing back in landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the At-Bay Research Center.
What's up,
where
Arty?
Leviathan
I
was
heard it
developed.
was your B-day
The
yesterday.
legacy tells us
Happy
it's
late
somewhere in
birthday.
the city.
Sorry that I'm
Alva
not around
mentioned
like I
you've been
used to. I'm
collecting
just
data in
really
the area.
busy all the time.
Do you know where it is?
Between a full-time job and being a full-time dad is a lot
I stumbled
sometimes.
across it, but
I don't
there
doubt
was
it.
no data there,
All
only
good, man.
crumbling
It's
ruins.
Good to see you.
Tell us anyway. We might be
Glad
able to
you're hanging
find
out
something you missed.
with me.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
You're hiding something.
What? That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous. Something compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look, I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye. But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here? Don't let fear deny us that.
Hey, man.
Very well. The facility's just south of here along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is...
Oh, this is like, Rose, this is like
Too often the
legendary
truth is
armor.
forbidden.
Like top tier armor. I got from the arena, I think.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, Omega. I forgot to say hey, Sean, Givy, and Mark, and Manda. Thanks, man. And likewise. Hope all's well on your end.
You sure you're all right? What do you think? Of course.
Not bad with that diviner back there. You've come a long way since we first met.
And Nirik's like I used to be. Terrified of a misstep. And with the overseers, he has every right to be. But what I've seen and learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of it. That should be the facility ahead. Oh, we need to find a way in.
Yeah, the arena stuff was very tedious. It took me a while to get to the top end. And the last mission was no joke.
is the ground shaking?
That's not good, whatever it is. We'll have to take it out if we want to find that data.
Nick. Oh my god. Shit. There we go.
Down it goes!
Whew. Well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to follow you there.
Hey, Josh. How's it going?
It's not hooking onto that. I might be able to kick that vent open. Over here.
After you.
Time for a swim.
At least the water's not freezing. Look at this place. I always try to imagine what it must have been like back when the old ones were here.
It's less of a climb, I bet. Come on, let's check the upper floors.
I'll stay here. That looks a little...
Unsafe.
There. The console.
Must have been what Narek found.
Let's see if it has anything on Leviathan. Oh, the data on Leviathan isn't here. But there's some kind of log.
Delete the database. But Miss Suzaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omarama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor. Eileen Sasaki.
So she was a
Hundreds
bitch.
dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them
No.
up as paragons of enlightenment
But
and
many of
virtue.
them are.
Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding. Which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
To their corporate headquarters. There. Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on. So what was that other system the recording mentioned? Omu Ramba?
The legacy tells us it was the predecessor to Leviathan, a system that manipulated floods to bring life to a barren desert.
Gwen seemed to know a lot about this ancestor.
Diviners spent years trying to figure out how to restore Leviathan. We found a lot of data on Eileen Sasaki in the process. Though, now I wonder how much of it is actually true.
Entrance is blocked. Gonna have to find another way in.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
What do you want, Archer? I haven't opened up the toys just yet. So tired after work today, but I'll get around to it. Actually, not very happy with one of them.
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
Dead.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
I'll follow your lead. Up we go.
You doing okay, Olva?
Yes. Don't worry about me.
Glinthawk. Great.
Did it see us?
What's dangerous?
I don't think
Leviathan?
so. But we'll have to be careful.
Leviathan sounds like it's toxic. And the CEO of the
How are
company
we
wanted
going to get
to
Well,
cover
that beam
that
looks
up.
promising.
Or, I don't know, something to that effect.
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Oh, the cat toys? No, they're fine. No, what happened is that one of the little bastards messed up. But I have so many cat toys, I don't know what to do with them. With all of them.
Glinthawks. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, you know, not fall off the tower. The ability to tame machines would be dangerous knowledge for the Gwen. We should get going.
Up this way.
Aloy, we're really high off the ground.
You can do it, Olva, okay? Just
think I
don't
can
look
manage
down.
that. Right. Of course!
There's the tower.
Super easy!
Should be able to cross over. But we are going to have to jump.
Aloy!
I'm okay. Gotta clear some of that debris first. Okay. Should be able to make it to the other side. Made it. Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
Please don't break.
Alva!
I'm okay!
Damn.
Wow! That would have been a long way to fall.
Better make sure Alva makes it across before I take a look at this. Oh, door's locked. You sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Passcode. At Bay, founding date, month, and year.
I'm
It
fine.
says the code is the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
Alright.
So the company was founded in October. Got it.
The 10th
Door
month
should be
of the
unlocked
year.
now. Maybe the data on Leviathan isn't here.
Cost reduction strategy. We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge,
Oh, really, Sean?
you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Which is true.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I'm gonna pull the rubble out from the other shaft. Let's see where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay. Hey, Alva?
Wow. Holy
Yes?
shit. Ha!
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too.
I mean, Josh, maybe? Honestly, more and more, I feel like I'm getting more and more pessimistic about our future, but I hope I'm wrong. Hey, what's up, Esther? How are ya?
Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah,
I'm fine.
it's just a long way up. Ugh.
Probably. Nope. Stop.
How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Whew. Well, that's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire gleam, the elevator might fall and open up a path for
True.
Alva.
Hey,
Alva?
one is Pharaoh.
Step away from the shaft.
Okay. Whoa! Oh! I can reach the ladder now! Be right up, Aloy!
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay.
I know,
I'll
right?
meet you up there.
We're like well over 1,000 years after civilization ended, and it's still got lighting.
All right, Alva's on the way.
Maybe it's renewable.
Let's see
Who
what's
knows?
up here. Another locked door.
Made it!
Need to figure out the passcode.
These artifacts. I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door.
Okay.
Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names.
They never do.
It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
Could use my focus here.
That must be the Dragonfly 6. Abe used it in
40
most of their
to
construction
25
projects.
6.
The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh.
Forty to 25.
That didn't do anything.
Well, fuck.
I thought that would have worked. Did we overlook something?
Maybe it was switched. $40 to 6.25.
The two artifacts on the ground. You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins.
Fair.
My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
Hey, Doug.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe. But not a monster, either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data, Leviathan. Yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer.
Is my
There's
stream
a
elements
lot more
bot
data
working?
that I want to look through.
Hope so.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay. I'll see you there. Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Well, at least Nightbot works. Ah.
Gotta brace myself against this wind.
Oh, yeah. I gotta use my flying mount. I can.
I can
The
provide
hell?
you with powerful weapons.
Mother. Doing alright, Archangel. Tired, though. Like, I feel like I was running on all cylinders, like, in the morning and afternoon. Like, got a lot of work done, but
Not now.
I just, like, tanked, by, like, 3 o'clock.
I should land this thing. The sentry said the raft was heading west. One raft in an ocean. Should be easy to find.
Yeah. That sucks.
I don't see a raft down there. Fugitives must be somewhere else. Wreckage from a raft. Maybe those fugitives didn't make it too far after all. Oh, let me find out. There's someone down on that rocky outcrop.
Stay away!
No.
An outlander flying a machine?
And I'm flying for now. You're one of the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach? Where are the others?
Holed up on top of the tower across the sea to the west. Where I left them. I thought that they were true to knock, but they're murderers, not soldiers.
The Tanakh that tides reach think you should all face justice.
Then they should come and get me themselves.
I
If you want justice, then find the others.
I couldn't agree
Leave me
more.
here to face
Do you think they'll do DLC? I mean, maybe.
The last battle.
I didn't think they would do DLC for Ghost of Tsushima, and they did. So, I mean, possible. But Archangel, that sounds like awesome. That sounds pretty good. Wait, where are they? Fly to the top of the top of the tower.
So those fugitives are in a tower to the west. If they're close to landfall, they could be a threat to the Queen. I better take care of them.
Is Ghost of Tsushima any good? Fuck yeah, it's good. Oh, I fucking love Ghost of Tsushima, man. It is a top tier open world game in my opinion.
Those fugitives must be on top of one of those buildings. There. Someone's lit a fire. It must be the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach.
Right on. I'll probably finish the game with my spell sword and then probably put it up for now.
There.
I guess what's that was
There's
saying.
someone flying.
By the tin. Who is that?
It's me, bit.
Bring her down!
Yeah, fuck
Okay,
you.
that's the raiders. And they are a threat.
Fuck you.
This tower is ours!
Oh, what the fuck?
What's the Nora doing here?
Much better.
We make our stand here.
That. Because y'all are rude. Ow! Rude.
You're not leaving here. Show how to not fight. Now we can finish her.
Where'd you go? Oh.
We should have sailed
Ow.
further.
last of them. Those raiders won't be attacking Tide's Reach again. Or anyone else.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Sekiro. Alright. Last mission. You know, the thing is, Archangel, I have not. I feel like I should be paying attention to the depth trial, but I haven't. But I know it's been a wild ride. This fucking
Did
guy.
you need something?
Fuck you.
Bravo. You managed to sway a zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success.
Fuck this guy so.
Perhaps I'm willing
I
to be
fucking
generous.
hate this guy. He's such an asshole.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and a weapon.
Damn, Rose, I'm
and
sorry.
to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
You see?
So all this
You see how I want to
even
strangle this
before I found
motherfucker?
the coordinates at the Spire. You were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
This fucking guy.
Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your
I know,
plan
right,
for dealing
Tracy?
with the Zenith drones? Yes. Even you can appreciate the value
What was his name there? Cut on. What's
Suffice
his
it to say
name
that the weapon
in
will
John
work.
Wick?
The intricacies of how is knowledge that
Or
is
Charon?
not
I forgot how to pronounce it.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
Sounds about right.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact.
The cat shirt, yes.
What did they do with
If you
They
you sent me the
shrouded
cat shirt,
the
then that's what I'm
knowledge,
wearing.
mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shields.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Ha! Yeah. I mean, also, yeah, Pharaoh did deserve that too.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
Ha! I did.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
She's not wrong here. I don't trust her at all.
I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
I don't trust him either.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things.
Oh my god.
But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh my...
a feeling?
Fuck off!
You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
Oh my god, just walk away, Aloy. Let's go. Done.
Aloy. Hey, I was hoping you'd show up. I have something for you to commemorate our mission. We did good together.
Yeah. Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Katalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having...
Don't worry. They'll be getting all the...
Looking forward to...
I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that
I would.
face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need. You,
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
Hey, Shigura.
I think so. Well, let's hope. You should know. Silence is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
Do you think...
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means.
What about Katal?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold his lick. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Catalo.
With his metal
Maybe
hand?
that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just
Dumbass.
curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked.
Shigura, shut up.
Turns out it really is.
That's what he's been learning up on is early 20th century wokeness. Oh god.
I gotta go.
Or excuse me,
Just
early
let
21st
me know when
century
you need
wokeness.
us.
My bad.
Aloy, it appears that we have some
Insane
interesting
Lane,
new
I mean,
guests.
when
I'm glad to
it's
see you're okay,
released,
though.
I
heard you both
honestly
had
thought it
something
would
to talk
it was going
about.
to release in
I was
April,
half expecting you
but
to
we're
burst
almost out
in
of
through the
April and they
ceiling
haven't
like a
announced the
sunlight.
release date yet.
Sorry to disappoint.
So I'm kind of hoping it'll release soon.
Thoughts
But
on our new
you'll know
Zenith acquaintance?
you'll know it when
I'd
it
say she
comes in.
smells like
It's a
death,
day one
but
release
even
for
death
me.
smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal. Bent up.
She's ready to head over to the Zenith base.
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle...
Yeah, all I know is it's 2022.
Charming, isn't he?
But I thought they said like early 2022, and that usually means within the first 4 months of the year or something like that.
How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl. But he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes...
Anything...
Aaron told us how you tracked down the Oseram supplying Regala with machines. In fact, he's quite adamant about relating the tape, but I can tell it meant a lot that you asked for his help.
I wouldn't have been able to track them down if it wasn't for him.
Because, have you not figured it out, Aloy? Not that Aaron likes her, but Aaron's been desperate for validation and the sense of being useful. That's why it meant a lot to him that she asked for his help. For God's sake,
I'll make sure
I
Aaron
wish you
doesn't
could
punch
figure that
Silence
out.
in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
Just came into some unexpected money. Hey, unexpected money is always good. So, not bad.
Aloy, you flew? Kotalo told me, and took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. Does this mean we're ready?
Almost.
Oh, and I wanted to give you this, for helping me get the data on Leviathan. I didn't really know what to give you, so...
Thanks, Alpha. So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes. I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth, an entire culture based on the holograms of an
really?
ancient
Wow.
museum.
I mean,
There's much they've
pay off debts.
misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what
invest?
they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
upgrade the PC. I don't know. Hey man, do what you want. Hey, what's up, Ario?
I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very...
I almost went up to her. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more probably both.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast
Right on.
for you.
I'm waiting on the RTX 4000 series later this year. I am hellbent on getting these damn getting an upgrade. I want to upgrade my 1080 Ti. Damn it!
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
It's had a good run, but I'm ready for the
He's
upgrade.
the one who built the weapon that
Oh, you're
can take down
you're on a
Zenith
1070.
shields?
Yeah. See.
Yes. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes up
our...
Yeah. He was born without that.
Pretty much.
How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone. I didn't know him well, but Zoe and Aaron seem to have taken to it. But
They need time.
And what about you?
I don't know. We won't let the Zeniths get away with what they've...
Everyone's ready to take the fight.
And you?
Nervous?
Don't worry. Anything new around?
Kotalo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology, think of what it could do for... But knowing the Imperial family...
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths. Have you...
There is much to... But I believe, and I've given more thought to everything we've... The Overseers would have us believe they were infallible, but Pharaoh wasn't. His greed led to machines that devoured the world. The archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed. Just so, when we learned that Eileen had a hand, and I started to think they were all the same. But, in the end, it's not that. The truth isn't a straight line of ink on a
I think the
crisp
big game I'm looking forward to this year, at least for PC, is Starfield. Because I'm a whore for Bethesda games.
To serve their own schemes.
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers. As Eileen said,
I'm sure there are other, and God of War is going to be on
but
PS5.
It's worth fighting for.
Yeah.
And this diviner, at least, won't settle for anything less. For that,
I need to...
I'll be right.
Yep, same. OG Pokemon Snap to come to Switch. Yeah. Hey, that does nothing.
When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always. With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Zanok, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that it's not a battle I am going to win.
Oh, I mean, really? Man, Shigura, I'd actually pay money if you could actually pull that off.
It's Pearls.
That'd actually be pretty hilarious, too.
I used to think no one would ever
make my own custom Skyrim NPC.
Even when he was overwhelmed, he refused to let me push him away. I failed, Floral, at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more.
Aww.
I'd give anything to have him back.
Now it's time to talk to Paulo.
You know, we've never played Machine Strike together.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange.
Oh, really?
I've gotten used to the
yeah, definitely send that to me. That'd be great. That'd be pretty awesome.
I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove.
Well, if I'm gonna guess, it's gonna be like Alex Jones or some
I saw you fly.
That would be hilarious if he was able to be put in Skyrim.
Regala's army with
Fine. All right. You got me.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, without an army of...
Leave that to me.
As you say.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that Doesn't seem natural.
That's fair.
I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me. I bet people are curious.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart. I gave her the data I used, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that.
Right on.
Your people keep mentioning
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle for us. It is why the challengers leap into the... And now, like the... So?
I won't lie.
I can only...
Yeah, flying is awesome.
Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more... Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless. The 10 would have a hard time fighting her off.
Just think of her.
Yes.
Did Aaron tell you we found the people who gave Regala's rebels the power to override machines?
He told me of the battle.
Reduce your HP
I suggested he etch this victory on his fighting arm with one...
Is he?
He didn't say no.
I feel like it to make it at least somewhat somewhat usable. Like you would give it a small temporary buff, but then give you like a huge like debuff, like an extended debuff. Like it would give you like a brief buff to like strength or something, and then give you like a severe int debuff for a long for a while.
Is there anything I should handle before that? All right, people. I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth.
Here we go.
Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not.
Oh, God.
We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
Shut the fuck up.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to.
Hell, I don't fucking know what Aloy's plan is right now.
We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
How? Yeah,
Go
how?
over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
Oh my god, really?
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Katala's a bro. So is Aaron, but Katala also.
Remember, we need to get Simon's weapon to the Zenith base intact if we want to take
We're
this
finally doing it.
Never thought I'd be off. I can hear.
If that one's not working...
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. You just saved my butt a couple of times. You know, besides it,
Wouldn't want to spoil your look. Faro made the right call.
Thanks. I found out a few days before you guys went to the Gemini. So he said Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly...
I guess we never got round to it. No time like the prep. If...
You think it's time for us to finally have that
Might
drink?
as well have that drink.
Yeah.
Probably all gonna die anyway.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Let's get shithoused before an important mission. Actually, let me go get a drink. This time not to spill it.
Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils.
So are they flirting yet or what?
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would,
I get to try out
definitely
the
make for an
pint
interesting
glass
sight.
y'all got for me yesterday.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace,
Gotcha,
they paid a
Stra-
traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
Guess
I'll see you at the...
I wouldn't have it. I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zenith.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. You and Aaron.
He may have terrible taste in music.
He likes
but
the
he did
death metal.
apologize for mocking my tribe.
Classics.
And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad.
Right on.
I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our spark.
Try not to hurt him too bad. Everyone here, if it weren't for Varl.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think So, he brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there. I thought about how Plainsong was, how every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission. I miss him terribly.
I know. I should go.
Before you do.
What is it?
You place this focus in my care. If I should fall in battle, for the both of us.
So...
make sure you stay alive.
Let's just... You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not.
The plan will work.
Right.
The rest of us should be enough of a Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected.
I don't know how she's going to do this.
In case they do.
I mean, she has rudimentary understanding of the foci.
I don't know.
It keeps saying focuses, but I say foci, so fuck them.
If we're lucky.
Hey, Deacon.
Will you...
We're about to start the final mission after I, have the chat, the chat with everybody before the final mission type of thing.
If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me, or what they do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if
well, I mean, of course, Aloy has plot armor.
On my duties as a diviner,
she's the protagonist.
Would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare, or losing Federa?
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. We used to be rivals. I hated her guts, but apparently there's a fine line. We became very close. She promised she'd wait for me.
Well, that was smart of her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do.
Cute.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens.
Oh yeah, I beefed up Aloy's armor.
I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
A lot.
Come on, do I look that old? Katala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Katala will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least
I'd rather you...
We'll try and keep that.
I need to...
Albeit may truthfully...
Like, well then again, this is, I think, is one of the best armor in terms of, like, raw skills. But, where was it? I actually think this armor's, like, really slick. Like, really slick looking. I think this armor looks cool. Oh yeah, well, Alva has had a nervous laughter ever since she got here.
So, you return.
Fuck you! You're an asshole!
Something else?
Actually, you know what? No, I'm done talking to you.
I'll be go.
As you...
I'm, gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
But Silence, he's been like the shadowy mastermind, pulling the puppet master, pulling the strings, in the background until we derailed his plans.
There you are.
This is the awkward Zenith who was my originator's lover / rival, presumably. It's very awkward.
I've been
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure silence and...
I don't trust her at all. I don't trust her anywhere near. I don't trust her. I don't trust silence.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
I thought it was pretty obvious. It was more than just friendship between her and Elizabeth. You just now figure that out, Aloy? I thought it was plainly obvious that they were in, like, a romantic relationship.
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life.
Gee, God, fucking hell, Tilda. Way to throw in the dagger, but I guess this means that even in the 30s, I could find somebody, right? So there's hope for me at 37.
And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other.
So there's hope for me while I'm still in my 30s, huh?
Drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time.
That is very true, Kivy. I mean, she has to.
Where I wasn't.
She has to like cats. I mean, that's kind of a prereq.
She had lost her mother a few years back.
That's fair, Deacon. Very fair.
I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more.
Oh, yeah?
And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what?
A second chance, yes.
Aloy is not Elizabeth. I knew this dynamic was going to come into play, and here it is. I knew that Tilda was going to see Elizabeth in Aloy, notwithstanding the fact that despite their genetic makeup being exactly the same, they're two different people.
I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path.
I knew it.
Beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you.
Yep, there it is.
To do right by her.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity.
Hey, I think this face paint is awesome.
It also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Farzineth, not who I truly am.
What else can we expect to find in the Zenith base?
As I mentioned in the briefing, our goal will be the command center. That's where Beta and Gaia are being held. There are also printing facilities where the other...
I feel like... Sure, that is a good question, Sakura, because I noticed it too. But I always feel... Maybe some psychologists can correct me on this, but I always feel like talking with a cocked head is a sign of, like, arrogance. I always got the impression it's a sign of arrogance, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
Have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate More
She does have a
spectacles,
force
small
field around
diameter.
her, insane. And her outfit is shiny.
Take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was
Also, the way
barely
she lifts her
space-worthy when
chin
we made
after
our
some
escape.
many sentences.
Disaster.
I feel like that's
constructed
also a
in
sign
mind
of like
even
arrogance
by
too.
us.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the great...
Okay, she doesn't have any... Well, the problem is she doesn't have any dojins, so she's nowhere near as cultured as she thinks she is.
Just achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity.
Uh-huh.
I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival. Both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to.
Okay, and you want to tell me that you felt this way of I'm with them but not with them for 1,000 years?
But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
And you did this all because you still hadn't gotten over an old flame from 1,000 years ago?
Have you figured out how Sounds' weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our
There's only 10 Zeniths? Wow.
So, Eric... was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion,
I mean, yeah, that's a bit of
all for the thrill of it.
A bit of psychopathy, yeah.
But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations.
A little bit.
In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased.
Oh, good.
Though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
So he's had 1,000 years to validate and feed off of his violent psychopathic tendencies. Woo!
All of us tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him. Though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
As he's killing them.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him...
So that would be what? What would... I guess that would be BlackRock or Vanguard? Would be like are the two largest investment firms on the planet?
One of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined.
She said financial
able to
institution.
maintain control with a polished
So it's
smile.
not Bezos.
But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator.
Umbrella.
It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Hey,
Well,
Crystal.
we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
All right, who's Stanley Chen?
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was.
Well, in fairness, you're right. Stanley Chen was one of the good ones, based on the data back in Vegas.
When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling.
Well, look, Raymond,
every
honestly,
detail perfectly recreated.
And
while others
Pharaoh,
cloistered
to me,
themselves in their
is
own
like
fantasies, he flung
the
his
extra
doors wide
evil
to
Elon Musk,
The way you're talking about him.
or at
I'm
least the
guessing he didn't
attempted
make it
version
back
of
to
him.
Earth.
That's the
No,
vibe I
he
got.
perished
That Pharaoh
when
was
our colony
Elon
was
Musk in this
destroyed.
universe.
He would have been
Even though
killed
personally, I don't think
part
Elon
of
Musk
the
is as
city
evil as people say he is, but it is what it is.
When Beta escaped,
But that's
and
neither
hid in
here
an
nor
ancient
there.
research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations.
Oh wow, what a bitch.
Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions.
Trust fund.
Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry.
What?
At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer.
Ha!
Someone who leverages their fame to influence.
Oh, so she a fucking influencer! She was an influencer! Fuck! She was a social media influencer!
Well, she must have done something right.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Urbano was a social media influencer.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
That's appropriate.
All selfish and ruthless to the core.
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the HoloNet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch.
Dance channel?
And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation.
Printing?
His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
I can't knock that hustle anymore because a 19-year-old made 50 million. A 19-year-old made 50 million from OnlyFans. Yeah, no, we're fucked as a species, y'all. We're done in 20 years. By that time I hit retirement, we're gonna be done. I should start prepping now.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future...
Well, that's my point. That's my point, Raymond.
A universe of new
us older millennials.
Maybe we can make it happen.
I'm trying to do the right thing by saving my money by putting, 12% of my check into retirement and long-term investments. But you know what? I don't think it's gonna matter because we're probably gonna be fucked as a species. Ah, God. God, I think the alcohol's getting to me already. I'm hungry. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's do this thing. Put your money into guitars and stuff. Well, I mean, I contribute to a pension, right? But I also have a separate investment retirement account that I put money into. And I also put in money into long-term investments on a weekly basis. So I calculated it, and it's about I'd say I put about 12% of my check into those long-term investments. My problem... That's very true, Raymond. My problem, though, is that I don't have emergency savings. I know Pocket Watching with JT says recommends that you have to have at least what I think it was either 3 months or 6 months of your base income set aside for an emergency situation, and I don't have that. If God forbid I were to lose my job, I would have to pull from my investments in order to like stay afloat, which isn't good. I've slowly been contributing to that emergency fund, but I don't have it yet. That's my one thing I don't have. Oh damn, Deacon, nice. That's awesome. I have a stock in, what do I have stock in? GE, Ford, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, AMD, and a couple of other funds. God damn it, Raymond. You're one Bitcoin? I mean, in fairness, you sold it at it. That sounds like that was at its peak. So you cashed in Bitcoin at the right time. In fairness,
take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
And there was much rejoicing.
Hey Heather, thank you for being a member. You'll be locked in the singularity. Open world will be unavailable for the duration of the quest. All right, this is it, guys. Wait, can I get? I can't even back out. What do you mean by my notifications? Pay your mortgage and pay the interest that same month? Yeah, see, I haven't figured that one out, but that's actually a good idea. I mean, I still have my my law school loans to take care of. But I don't have a lot of credit card debt, thank God. true, I do have a house in New Jersey, and the value of my house has increased exponentially, almost. Well, I wouldn't say exponentially, but a lot. But it's not like I can do anything about it. I mean, I got a lot of equity in the house, but I can't do much with it. You know what I mean? What am I missing? We got one. Is that it? Two. I got 2 trophies left. Awesome. Let's do it.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy.
Where are the others?
Not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Oh, she's got a float. She's got a flex.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others.
Sean, yes, my understanding is that this is the last major story mission of the game.
Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Welcome to sea life.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Does she have a projectile weapon?
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
I
One
love
more
this
thing.
mug, guys.
Open up
Best-
the channel to Beta. Audio
Best
only.
cat dad ever. And the kitty's giving the double bird.
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
It's a decent pint glass.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as
But the
possible.
problem is,
I'll do
I
my
haven't
best
eaten
to
dinner
conceal
yet,
our
and so
intrusion.
I'm pretty buzzed right now.
Company, follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Oh, you missed this, Deacon, with Erend. I did a side mission with Erend, like a major side mission, and like afterwards we did it. We got good and everything like that. We did a good job, and then Zoe, the other female, she mentioned that Aaron was like, she said like she was very happy that not she but Aaron was very happy or very yeah, I guess very happy that she got that Aloy asked him for help on the mission. And Aloy seems surprised by that. But to me, knowing what I knew from Aaron and from earlier, it seemed to me that it was like no shit. In the sense of, throughout this, yes, you could say that Aaron had like an interest in Aloy, like a romantic interest in Aloy. But Aaron was still dealing with the loss of his sister. And to me, it seemed like he was desperate for some sort of validation in the sense of he wanted to feel useful again. It sounded to me like Aaron was always underneath his sister's shadow because she was the leader of the elite Oseram group. And Aaron like wasn't able to live up to the expectations that her sister set. And like it was more he just wanted validation, you know? And I think the fact that Aloy came to him for help on a significant mission helped give him that validation. Which, I mean, for me, I'm like, Aloy, how could you not see that? I was able to see it, but it is what it is.
Pick it up. You need it? It's not beer, but it'll do.
A flat earther opposite. He submitted GS paper. He submitted a flat earth paper to GSU. Oh my god, really? What did they say? What did they say? What did they say, John? Shigori, you say he's the guy from Lost and John Wick. I know him from John Wick, but I also know him as the voice actor for Spawn, the animated series from HBO, and he was also the Arbiter from the Halo series.
Anytime you're ready.
Weak against acid and plasma.
Cross it over.
Shatter that machine. Boy, did you pick the wrong fight. I guess we're not going for the death phase.
Of course not. Yeah, I know. He's Charon or Charon.
Take this and take him down.
You're right.
Yes, they are making John Wick Chapter 4. I still haven't seen Chapter 3, which is, you know, my own damn fault. I need to see Chapter 3 bad.
I think there's a cave up there that
Look,
might get us to that ridge.
The Lost series lost me at Smog Monster, alright? And they never fucking explained it. So I'm like, fuck this show. We have to go back. Why? Anyway. Where am I going? I'm so lost right now. Yeah, I need to see chapter 3, I feel.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry.
That's fair. And that's also another thing Aloy just whispered there. Like, it's pretty obvious that Aloy does care for Aaron and Varl and Zoe. She cares for these people, but because of that, she tries to keep them away so that she tries to do everything herself and tries not to get them involved. I mean, it's kind of obvious about her character trait. She doesn't want people to get her friends to get hurt, so she keeps them at a distance and tries to do everything on her own. That's kind of like, you know, a standard trope. You know, that's a good idea, Shigura, to do a John Wick Chapter 3 watch along. Probably do that. How did you get there? The fuck? Oh. Nice. True. Deacon, it's not healthy.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight? You choose.
Fire's wasted on that machine.
Let's fucking fight. Fuck them. I'm drunk. I have no self-preservation. Woo! Fucker.
Here when you want. Here we go. Hit the weak spot. You aren't winning this battle, love. Aloy, for you.
Hey, X-Ball.
Aloy's under attack. Cover her.
Now we're firing.
No, Kibby.
Shot, I guess.
Better than any Oseram.
Tired yet?
Yep.
Well, that's exactly it, Deacon. And I think actually that kind of, it would surprise me that what you just said there probably contributed to Aaron's, I want to say alcoholism, but like inability to cope with the loss of his sister and to move forward. The fact that Aloy kept pushing him away only exacerbated those feelings of inadequacy. Again, I love this game for the fact that I do genuinely feel like that's part of Aaron's character arc, but I think that may have been a contributor in my opinion.
Yeah. Clear those weeds.
Shut this metal flower down. With me.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
I bet.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, dead ones, man. You remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed?
I know, right?
You know, instead of a Whole world.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Exactly. Yeah, like also, and that my biggest worry at the time was the king, the monarch, the local monarch was thirsting after me, and I wasn't interested in that.
Here we go. Bottoms up.
I mean, fairness, that's probably true, Deacon. You know? I don't think Avad was married though. I think that the kid and the kid was his brother. The little kid was his brother and his mother. Like the little kid was his kid brother and his mother, not his wife and kid. I think if I recall the first game, Avad was actually supposed to marry Aaron's sister. Yeah. I think that was the original thing until Aaron's sister passed away. Shit. He's like, take it like a man or woman. Sorry, Aloy. All right, all right. That was good. That was good. Sorry. That's good. Well, Deacon, to that effect, there was a side quest. There was a side quest that I didn't showcase in the stream, where it clearly dealt with somebody dealing with Alzheimer's, which was kind of it was a very sad and very serious kind of a side quest, where a daughter was injured like by her father, who clearly looked elderly, and she was injured and she went to go find him, and the father was clearly suffering from Alzheimer's. Like, I think that the symptoms were all there, and he didn't realize what he was doing. He didn't realize that he attacked her in that way, because he was constantly reliving his, I mean, I would say Alzheimer's plus PTSD, where he was reliving battles in his head. And so he ended up attacking his own daughter, not realizing it. Like, it was a very serious side quest. But yeah, so this game does actually touch on those situations where, because I remember the first game actually having a side quest itself, dealing with somebody who was suffering from schizophrenia, as well. So, I mean, credit to the developers for at least, you know, kind of touching in on those subjects of mental health, and, you know, how people are able or unable to deal with that in a post-apocalyptic world where all of human knowledge, you know, had been lost, including obviously the understandings of diseases that we're at least aware of to this day. Yeah. Yeah. And one of the reasons why it's actually stuck in my head is because the voice actor for the father played the character Jet in the Cowboy Bebop anime. It was clearly the same voice actor.
That's all of them. At least.
But it stuck out to me, especially.
A little. Here, up this rock.
I'd be actually very curious about that, Deacon.
This corner.
I imagine you may be able to do a couple of searches for it. But I'd love to see if they actually, you know, talked about it themselves.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can.
But you're right. It may be in the credits whether they had some liaisons or consulting, right? But I also imagine that sometimes the story writers may be, you know, pulling from personal experience too.
How many specters does the Zeniths have?
Spot it. More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure. Oh.
Target me, do ya?
Looks like the others have things under control.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
True.
Fire's not gonna help here.
You shoot like a new tire, Aloy!
I can keep this going.
Nope. What?
Alva and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
I know, right?
What is that?
Yeah! Rise of the machines, motherfuckers!
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
Now we can crank out machines to its heart's content.
3D printing, motherfuckers!
Come on. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt fleet back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. With the Apollo database.
Fuck off, Silence. As if you had a better idea.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
That we had to do all this climbing.
Ha! I know, right? What do you think I am, Nathan Drake?
That a big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
Guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy. Zoe and Baldy are fighting another Spectre up there.
I think they can handle it.
Grab it if you need it. Big jump. I think we got through without being seen. To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Another one?
It's morphin' time! Oh god! Why? Ow! Fucker! Mother... Stop killing yourself!
Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
Poignant.
This place is gonna come down around our ears. All the movies. Guy doesn't have to carry.
They'll come for us.
What is with the white and gold aesthetic?
Yeah, well, when that...
Honestly, because of Doom Eternal, Mass Effect, and this game, I always find the white gold aesthetic to be ever tied to being pretentious.
Yeah, this thing on my back better work.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Catalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss.
Who the fuck?
Tilda's little pet.
This guy.
Silence. Zenith's inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it. You're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence.
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light him up!
I know, right? He's bald and everything. Why is it always the bald dudes who are always the fucking evil? Silence. This asshole.
Are we supposed to be scared?
Oh, gotcha, bitch. Nani?
Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I fail to see another option.
All right, bet.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Avengers? Am I watching Endgame again?
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
All right, settle down, rescue. All right, easy there, Hawkeye.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Hey, like,
If they blip, I'll be pissed. I mean, kinda? Yeah, Aloy, Captain America, sure.
As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can. Okay, an elevator. Promising.
Oh, this fucking guy. Exactly, Negan.
Finished business, little girl.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
You're goddamn right. Fuck this guy.
Gotta get more. I'm taking you down.
Fucking camper.
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
I know, right? He's got invisibility frames.
It was like to her.
Invincibility. Oh! That's for Varl, motherfucker.
Now we're having fun, right?
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll leave you with the others and make sure.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top.
More climbing.
Climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what?
But there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid.
Nemesis?
Alva? Alva!
What, aliens?
Here. Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. She's okay.
Wait. Aliens were the ones who pushed Zeniths out of their home? I know, right? Nemesis. That Nemesis.
I'm almost there.
Thank you, Tinker. Always appreciated, man.
This is it. I'm right. I'm coming, Beta. Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster...
It's fucking aliens! It's fucking aliens! God damn it!
There's a new home for them. Supply station. They're on the run.
And then there's this bitch! Aliens, AI, same fucking shit!
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us.
What?!
The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted
machine AI!
A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment.
How could you not figure that out?!
Everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything.
So the entirety of human consciousness
took over our
from Far Zenith,
allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us.
What?!
Including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades.
What?!
You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal!
To deny its creators a viable...
God damn it!
But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever...
I'm not Elizabeth, is what Aloy should be saying.
Stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy.
Man, fuck you, bitch!
But her best possible self.
Oh, this fucking bitch.
So I'm not asking.
You want me as a trophy? You want Aloy as a trophy?
It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force...
Oh my god!
Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
What?
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
I heard that before.
What?
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt
Do some
me.
damage. I better scan that thing first.
This bitch!
Death brings only darkness. I can take you to the stars.
I can't reload!
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Oh my god.
I can target its gold plating.
I can endure. You cannot.
Ha! Those gold plates are vulnerable. There. Much better. Armor's up!
I mean, true. Insane. But I feel like an Aloy wasn't Aloy. If it was a generic protagonist, then I feel like the choice would be appropriate, right? But since Aloy has her own personality, I don't know if it'd be appropriate for her to have that choice. I don't think her character would even entertain that option.
Why you're holding back?
You're not taking me, Tilda!
Strike now! This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
Cut that thing's armor! It's using those gold plates to power its attacks.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
That thing's fast. I'll shut you down.
Come on!
It's powering up.
There are no answers in death.
Well, that did something.
Come on! Got her! I know, right? That's the other thing. It's not like Tilda gave her a choice anyway. So.
she tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
Eat a
Couldn't you
dick.
just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds.
Yeah, because I'm the
When I
pro
learned
tag.
Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place.
Yeah, now fuck you.
Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped.
Oh, he's always
To
been an
destroy a
asshole,
highly
Deacon.
advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life. You'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Fuck you, you don't know her.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the 10.
Goodbye, Silence.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
The Reapers are coming! It's like fucking Mass Effect! The Reapers are on their way! I feel like I've played this plot before.
Hey, where's he going?
Hey, Pitmaster, thank you very much, man. I'm sorry I didn't see your
Are you sure?
message on Twitch chat earlier.
You're staying.
Oh, this bitch!
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
This fucking guy.
Does anyone else need a drink?
I
If
knew.
it's that ale of yours. I'd be fine
True.
with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
No, it's not. Sorry, Aaron. We're fucked! We're fucked, bro. I know, right? It's like a fucking red flag, death flag, everything.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem.
Oh yeah, I mean, Deacon, come on.
To overcome
it's not DLC. It's gonna Horizon 3 is gonna happen. It's gonna be the final arc.
And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
But do we have Apollo? I think we do. Yeah, there it is. I would say I give this game an 8 out of 10. Yeah, about an 8 out of 10. It did improve on the first game, but I still feel like it felt trapped. Hey, I see you, Pitmaster. I still feel like it was trapped in the standard open world tropes that I felt like it didn't need to emulate. But obviously, I'm gonna get Horizon 3. I mean, period. End of story. I mean, true, Deacon, but I mean, I feel like that, is that not like a commonality, a common trope of human history? It is, I mean, so it's realistic, if not idealized. But I also think it's lending credence to human ingenuity, right? Despite humanity being set back 1,000, 2,000 years in understanding and technological advancement in the world, that they're capable of learning, relearning, solving problems. I mean, that's been the facet of human evolution for the last couple million years. And that they can even face down an existential threat like a fucking rogue AI. Ugh. Alpha, you're right. Humanity is capable of fucking everything up, but they're capable of also rising above. All right? I'm trying to be positive. Jesus. I'm trying to have a glass half full look at things. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? Fuck off, Alpha. Goddamn nihilist. Fucking Debbie Downer over here. Oh, fuck up. Oh, in other words, you're a fucking troll. There you go. Yay! Platinum get! Hell yeah.
Maybe one day, I'll head back to the Sacred Lands and see Sona again. Tell her what her son accomplished. And how brave he was. Elizabeth had a dream for this world. I guess a lot didn't go as planned. And there are still dangers ahead. Maybe the biggest yet. But after what Beta and I accomplished, I have hope. We'll fight for Elizabeth's dream. Together.
I mean, somebody asked earlier whether or not there's going to be DLC for this. I mean, there could be. I mean, it's not like they announced it in the first game, and so it's entirely possible that they're going to have DLC. But honestly, it feels like the whole Zenith thing or the Nemesis thing feels like a kind of a threat that would be worthy of an entirely new game. But we'll see. Either way, glad to finally finish this. Still, in my opinion, 8 out of 10 in my genre of open world. It built on the previous game in positive ways, but again, in my opinion, they still emulated some of the bad points of open world games that have gone through the ages, like the Ubisoft track. But still, love the combat, love the story, love the characters. All good. Graphics, 10 out of 10. Music, much improved over the first game, in my opinion. So, solid. I was about to say maybe the night's still young and maybe I'll crack open another beer and go live on my other channel, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. I still need to eat something. I'm gonna probably have some ramen, because that's all I can think of to cook right now at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday. But I think this is gonna be it for me. All right, guys. No, don't tempt me. It feels like 3 a.m. Exactly. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Hopefully I don't get tempted to actually do something foolish. But I will see you next time. Don't know what I'm gonna play next. Well, I mean, I'm gonna install Ghostwire, and I might switch around between Ghostwire and Dark Souls Remastered, since I put that to the side when Horizon and Elden Ring came out. So we'll see. Archer, come here. Fuck you, Archer. Hey. Yeah. Fine. All right. Archer's being a little brat. All right. Bye, guys. Take care.